Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the light bringers, and the soulpreneurs of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit that subscribe button below with the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I'm sharing here on the channel. Today, we're going to take a look at your October 2020. What do you need to know? What messages do the angels have for you? I seem to have this hair in my face, excuse me. And how can you best navigate this month? So we're going to take a look at that. And as I take a look at the overall spread, I really see you exploring a lot of things this month. I think that you're going to be doing some soul searching. You're going to be asking yourself a lot of questions. I think this is going to be really important in terms of figuring out what you want, what direction you want to go in. So let's dive in. We're going to take a look at the overarching themes that you can expect throughout the month. And the first card that we have here is the One of Roses, the Commitment reversed. And based on the whole energy of this spread, I feel like this is you not feeling like you want to commit to any one particular thing before you have really felt it out, before you have really gotten a sense of what it is that's right for you, that's best for you, that you really want in your life. So I see you doing this soul searching before you sign any contract, before you decide anything, before you make a decision about something or someone. I think that you're going to want to really feel that out if it feels important and big to you, because this is really going to help you moving forward. So don't just make a quick decision on something without feeling it out, without taking your time this month. Can also be like you walking away from a commitment, you deciding that something is not serving you, because there's definitely that energy as well of, really looking at your priorities and seeing what's important to you and what's not. So you may find yourself walking away from some commitments that you have in your life, whether that's contracts, whether that's relationships, whether that's something that you have signed up for that felt right in your life a long time ago, but now it feels like that's no longer true. This can also be connected to just who you believe yourself to be. What is the commitment that you've made to yourself in terms of what you're telling yourself you are? And as you continue to receive new information about yourself and understand yourself better, do you need to continue to behave in such a way that maybe isn't in alignment with who you are? I think you're going to get more and more clear on who you are and what you want. So feel free to adjust accordingly. You don't have to stay tied to any one thing. And the next card that we have here is the Five of Scrolls, the diversity card. This to me is about learning. This is about diversifying in your life. And so I feel like this is about breaking out of the box that maybe you have been addressing things from. Maybe you're trying to figure out what's next for you, and you've been seeing things from the same old perspectives, from the same ways. And this is about shaking it up and being open to exploring new ideas, doing things differently, diversifying, maybe consider different options than you have in the past, or some options that maybe you've been too afraid to explore in the past. Let yourself explore this, let yourself learn new things, let yourself try new things, break out of that box, break out of that mold that you have found yourself stuck in. The next card that we have here is the Three of Roses reversed. And I'm going to talk about this along with the feelings card that we have here showing up. Now, this is to me about you having a lot of emotion this month. I think that you're working through some healing. I think that you're doing some healing. So allow the emotion to come, but you don't want to let yourself just be brooding all month. You don't want to allow yourself to just be feeling your feels all month. Yes, we do need to do that work. We do need to allow ourselves to address what's going on for ourselves. We don't want to just always try to refocus and always be happy, and I just don't think that's realistic, right? So we need to feel those other feelings and let ourselves feel them. However, this is about a balance, right? Because the Loving Elementals card is about having fun and not taking life or yourself too seriously. And I think that if you're not careful, you will find yourself taking your life a little too seriously. Have a little fun, have a sense of humor, shake it up a little bit. I think that this is going to be really key for helping you to navigate this month. Did you ever notice that even in challenging situations, when you can let yourself laugh about it, when you can not take things quite so seriously, when you can let yourself have a sense of humor, it just really seems to help. It really seems to change your mood. And I think that this is going to be exactly what you need to navigate this month. Now we're going to go over here. These cards are connected to the challenges or barriers that you might expect throughout the month, which is interesting to me. Challenges or barriers, because we have the Four of Key cards, which is the clearing the way card. This is my barrier card, right? Literally there is a tree blocking the path. Okay. This is about understanding that while you may want to move forward with things, you do need to take a little bit of a pause to process things. This is not a month that I would rush into anything, that I would try to push something forward that doesn't seem to be naturally moving forward. I would just kind of approach things with as much ease, as much thoughtfulness. Let yourself process things, let yourself gain clarity on things. And then I feel like when you have clarity, some of the barriers that have placed themselves to pause you for a reason will be cleared. So try not to get disheartened by that. Try not to find yourself be too challenged by any barriers that you're seeing. Yes, try to find your way around that. But I think the way that we can find our way around these barriers this month is all about listening to yourself and all about taking that time to really find that clarity before you do try to move forward and take action to move forward. And then we have the One of Keys, the Architect. This is about building something. This is about creating something. So I feel like some of the clarity that's going to come is like, what am I supposed to be focusing my energy on? What am I supposed to be building? And I think with this energy, because it is sending you into like introspection and thought so much this month, that if you run the risk of not doing a whole lot, not getting a whole lot done, right? And this is really that message to make sure that you still are maintaining a momentum, that you're still working on those things that are important, that you're not letting yourself get too distracted. I think it would be really, really easy to just let this whole month pass without a whole lot being accomplished. And I just think that that would be a mistake. So let yourself also follow these moments of inspired action, and don't let yourself get too distracted. Be aware of the ways that you're distracting yourself. Be aware of the time wasters and redirect yourself in a more purposeful way. The next card that we have here is the Birth card reversed. Again, this to me is about a pause, right? With this being reversed. This is about like, you're not stepping into newness just yet. You already have been. I feel like there's been so much new, so much fresh, so much shifting for Aries. And this is about understanding like you've had a lot. So like we just need to like pause a little bit and not push anything forward too soon. Just like we don't expect for a baby to be born at any time before it is expected, we don't want your dreams to be birthed any sooner than God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, the divine intends for it. So don't push it too much. Just let it happen naturally. Let it happen with ease. Allow yourself to enjoy the journey a little bit and to find that clarity, because again, I think that clarity is really what triggers things to move forward. Then we have the priority card, and the priorities card is very much also connected with clarity, because it is encouraging you to take a look at what your priorities are and where are you maybe living your life outside of your priorities. Where are you not doing what you feel like is in alignment with what's most important to you? Where are you allowing other people to influence the way that you see the world or the way that you approach things? Where are you making choices that really aren't in alignment with your values? I think if you can ask yourself those questions, that is going to give you a better sense of how to move forward. Because I do think like we have a situation where you're trying to make decisions for yourself, and it's like making decisions from your ego or making decisions from your soul. And that ego can really make it challenging sometimes. Our ego, really that it comes from such a place of fear often, right? And we can hold ourselves back in so many ways. We can make decisions that are meant to kind of more like feed that ego rather than what we know is for our highest and best good. And so you're going to find yourself exploring that a bit. And this is coming up, by the way, in that next category of the gifts that you can expect is the soul card. And it really very much is asking yourself, where am I being guided by my ego? Where am I being guided by my soul? And I oftentimes say, like, ego stuff will feel like it comes oftentimes from a place of fear. Soul stuff will feel like it comes from a place of love and self-love. So really paying attention to where that ego is influencing your choices, your actions, your decisions, your life path, and where do you need to put your ego in check a bit? Where do you need to say, you know what, like, no, this is too much about my ego, and I'm not listening to what my soul really wants. This is too much me living in fear, and I'm not listening to what my soul really wants. So pay attention to that. I think that's going to bring you a lot of clarity. That is showing up as a gift, so I suspect that it will. So the next cards that we have here, again, are in alignment with the gifts that you can expect. And the first card that we have here is the Archangel Raphael card. Again, we're talking about a healing. There is a healing that is happening through you for this month, whether that's physical, emotional, psychological, spiritual. There is some kind of healing. If you are aware of the healing that you're needing, or you just want to invite healing into your life, call on Archangel Raphael. Raphael is the angel of all kinds of healing. And so call on him, and all you have to do to call on him is just, out loud or in your mind, ask him to help you. Ask him to help you with your healing, with your well-being, and watch for the magic to show up in alignment with that. The next card that we have here is the Lookout card reversed. This to me is about, stepping on the other side of change. And I think that you have had a lot of changes happen for you recently. And this is also preparing you to know, like, the changes are going to keep coming. You are still in this transformational period in your life. And so don't fight it. Don't fight the changes that are trying to come in. Allow them. Understand that it's for a purpose, and it is meant to grow you in some way, teach you in some way, get you to a certain place, to assist you on your best life path, but it is for a purpose. So don't fight the change. Don't try to control anything too strongly. If you can, let yourself release that and just do your best to flow with what's showing up, because that is what is going to be for your highest and best good. And this last card that we have here is the Eight of Scrolls, the Paths Unknown card. And again, this is saying to me, like, I think you're not going to quite know exactly where to go, but there's a gift in this. There is a gift in just really asking yourself, what do I really want? And, where am I allowing my ego to guide my decisions? This is about you really asking yourself some hard questions and some deep questions, and letting yourself explore who you are and what you want. And I think once you do that and you get really clear on your priorities and the vision and what it is that you want, some amazing things are going to be coming in for you. And those paths will become, a little bit more known. So those are your messages for the month of October. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button below. I always love to hear from you in comments. And if you want to learn more about me or about clarity, you can check me out at discoveryourawakening.com. I will see you guys soon with another video. Take care, guys.